broadcast. So, but we're always trying. Earlier today, we tried this one. Yeah. And it's good. It's not great. I think of all the microphones I've tried so far, hands down, this one here, which is a USB mic right here, which is the Fafine. And Fafine make great products. This is heavy. It's been dropped. It sounds great. A lot of my very first broadcasts were done with this. I had a Fafine microphone before this. I loved it. I'll probably buy another one. I'm just not a big fan of USB mics because they're limited of what you can do with them. At least I haven't been able to figure out how to add music with them successfully. This style microphone, let's see here. Let's do a little echo here. Which one's that? This one? Yeah. My love, I'll never find the words, my love, to show you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. Yeah, so we'll test that later, see how that worked out. Let your mind be free flowing with creativity and gratitude today. I pray you release all forms of fear and regret this week. See your life as a precious gift from the heavens above. And all of us right now are just doing the best we can. Today I choose love. Today I choose light. Today I choose to believe that the universe is conspiring in my favor, and that I am, on many levels, directed and protected each and every day. Spend time with your pets. This is Tia, the new addition. She's beautiful, as you can see here. She's already bigger than this photo. You guys have seen Phoebe, and that's Laura's dog. If you can, spend time with family, close family. That's what's most important. That's what Edward talks about all the time when he talks about the fundamentals. Do not worry too much about the people that you don't live with. Do not worry too much about the people that you've never met in real life. There's an old saying that if they don't sign your checks, don't worry too much. And I like that. I think that works. All right, let's see what we got here. Good morning. Oh, we got people galore here already. Rick Costa's in the house. Today I don't choose bananas. No. Oh, that man. Too much for me. Sorry. Just way too much for me. Are you okay to come up, Rick? We haven't done a broadcast together in a very long time. Yeah. Here, I've invited you. And it looks like we've got Milt in here. Hi, Hannah. Good to see you. Sure. I always worry when people go, sure. Sure, why not? Whatever. You know, it's Bobby Shadow from the Banana Connection or the Banana Collection. Your broadcast was a little too much for me, Bobby, today. Sorry, bud. Way out of my comfort zone. But, you know what? To each his own. Why not? Are you in the midst of still doing your other broadcast? Probably. Are you multitasking like our good friend Tony D? You ready? Tony D. So today we are testing the Marantz microphone. This runs about $80. I got it for sale for $40, I think. It's okay. I'm not super jazzed by it so far. What does it sound like? You guys hear me all the time. I honestly think unless you spend somewhere in the range of $150 to $200, you're not going to get a massive difference in sound quality. Better, sir. Evening, Sarah J. The mic is cool. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a very basic looking microphone. Um, when I was a kid, way back in the day, Marantz made insanely large amps and were known as kind of a mid-grade amp. We got Rick here. All right. We've got Blazin in the house. Hey, Blazin, how you doing? Please start cam after cam. Oh, yeah. What is this? This is cool. What does this do? Is this a cool app that I don't know about? Interesting. We got Milton Banana here. Not. Hi,
So
Milton.
sorry.
Yeah, you're a little grainy. What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm using the laptop cam. I don't have the fancy one set up.
No fancy today.
No fancy schmancy.
No fancy. So, Milton, were you able to watch the Bobby Shadow annihilate a banana broadcast? No.
I no. I hope it wasn't referring to my banana, but
No, I don't think they discussed your banana. We're going sideways already. Hi, James.
no. I know him, and I know he wouldn't do that. That was a joke.
His
We
joke.
might have
Yeah.
discussed Davina's banana, though. I don't know.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Can we talk just for a moment about something positive today? Besides bananas, are we able to do that? Can we keep it together?
If you want to
Of
see
course.
the weirdest video ever, go to YouTube later and type
Yes.
in "My hands are bananas." The weirdest video
The
ever.
weirdest. They are real bananas.
This guy
Oh,
walks around with bananas like "My hands are bananas." He's German. It's really weird.
yeah. Okay. I don't know where this is going, but I'm a little worried. Your
Blazin,
can
I agree.
No way. Let's talk. Okay, let's bring him up for a second. We need to be respectful of each other. It's such a small community. I still don't understand that.
Here's the
That
thing. When you
okay.
keep saying I don't want drama, but you keep talking about the
You.
drama's never going to stop.
I
Preach
don't
it,
think
brother.
so. I think you can work through drama, though, don't you? I think you can work through.
But don't
Like for
complain.
me,
Oh
many
my
times.
gosh, there's so much drama, but you keep bringing it up.
Are we talking about me or somebody else?
No, I'm not talking about anybody specific, but if the
Oh,
shoe
don't
fits.
do that.
If the shoe fits.
You're
I'm just
so
saying.
you're so full of it. Look at it. Come on, man.
If the shoe fits.
Wear it well, my friend. Wear it well.
Oh, Blazen's at work. He can't come up.
No? Okay, that's cool.
What are you talking about? I know, John, right?
Helga is another person who wants things to
James?
be.
James, if you have a
James
banana,
is.
if you have a banana in your mouth when you come up, I'm out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I'm going to take a break from James for a little bit here. We'll invite a few other people up there. I think they've done enough showcasing of their talents tonight. There you go. They were like, "Come on up," and I was like, and Tony was like, "What the hell am I doing here?"
Tony was like on the verge of vomiting the whole time, I think.
Well, I think sometimes you got to know when to say no
You got to know when to hold
and to hold
When to
them.
hold them.
Yeah.
When to say goodbye to bananas.
Yes.
Ah, Helga. Now this is a
Helga.
breath of fresh air. This is awesome.
Yes. Yes. How was your broadcast today? I didn't get to see it yet. And what were some of the points that you were talking about? Because
Well,
so far we're only talking about bananas, and we shouldn't talk about the drama.
well, the reason why I went
Mhm.
live is about the drama because I was following
Yeah.
a live broadcast,
Okay.
and I'm glad that I missed what was going on because I wasn't on Happs.
Okay.
But when I came on Happs, I saw somebody
Mm-hmm.
making a comment
Right.
in a broadcast
Yes.
towards somebody else.
Hmm.
And I
Okay.
thought, oh my God, this shit is not done yet.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it ever will be.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right, because things get pent up,
I,
and then and
if one thing, sorry that
no, go ahead.
I
No. Speak your word. Go for it.
if one thing have should put a serious eye on,
Mm-hmm.
in my view,
Yeah. Is.
is that broadcasters
Uh
who
huh.
make a whole broadcast about somebody else
Right.
Hmm.
should stop
That's
right
very
there.
that's very Periscope, by the way.
Because
Yeah.
this is not what we were used to on Happs, in my view.
Yeah. I think we're better than that. I do. I think we're better than that. Now, are you talking about we shouldn't grieve Venita, that kind of thing? Do you
Oh
think
no,
that is
that's
wrong?
this is not about Fanita. I was talking
Okay.
about
Well, no,
a
because
broadcast
that was
before
about a
I came.
broadcast about Venita, and I was wondering if you were centering up the people in the room here. So I
But
thought we could address that.
oh well, listen, I'm not the one who should address anyone.
Oh, did you see that? It fell.
Watch
We're back.
out.
Yeah, okay. We're good. At least my microphone's turned on.
What I
At least you
learned
didn't drop your
about
banana.
Happs is that um, I can make it my whole life
Yes.
and make it bothers me,
Yes.
or I can just take a step back
Yes.
and let it play out because
Yeah.
I don't have to be involved
In the
in
drama.
things.
Yeah.
No, because
You're sounding like Edward, which, by the way, which is really good. Because Edward always says, if I don't know these people in real life, I'm not going to put too much effort into it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to lose sleep
Hmm.
over what other people are saying.
what I don't understand, we are able to use the internet.
Yes.
What I ask my broadcast of today is what is the reason
Mm-hmm.
you are broadcasting? What what do you feel
Okay.
when
Can,
you are
can,
here on Hacks?
can we ask each of these guys why they're here? Would that be cool?
Oh yeah, it's your broadcast. I'm a guest.
Okay. Um, tell me, sir, Milton, why you broadcast and what is your purpose? If you have a purpose, you don't even have to have a purpose. There's yeah.
Well,
What?
in everything, there's purpose.
Sure.
My biggest purpose is to have fun. Um, I'm also bored, and it's through
Yes.
those two particular um, reasons. I
Yes.
actually met people that I like on this app, and so thus I enjoy their company.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm looking at Bobby Shetty says, I like the dark web better than Haps CEO. And then we also have a comment here from John who says, let's not target your broadcasts. And then it says, Helga's being very dramatic. Hmm. So what do we got here?
Where
Haps
where? Hold
makes
on.
me. Oh, um, Toby says, Haps makes me laugh. Okay. Who
I
knows
think
the dark web?
the
I've
Helga
never
being
been on the
dramatic
dark web.
was the Helga being
What do you
dramatic
mean
was
by
funny.
that?
They were being
Oh,
funny. I don't think
okay.
they were being serious. I don't
You
think they were
know,
being
no, it wasn't
serious.
mean. It wasn't mean. It was. I think that it was humor. Humor. But many people on here don't like um, the flowery stuff, especially the stuff I do. If it's spiritual, they like when there's been banana talk and craziness and drunken sailors and looniness, right? That's the ones that get. But the ones I'm most proud of, for me, are the ones where I'm thinking somebody's being helped. Someone who's
Mhm.
maybe suffering right now is super depressed, doesn't want to go to work, or suffering in maybe toxic relationships and is just seeking some form of light in a world right now that is somewhat dark. That's
Amen,
my
James.
purpose. Now, am I able to do that every broadcast? No. This morning I came on. I didn't even have a microphone on for 10 minutes, and people said that was the best show I've ever done because they could add the words they
People,
wanted.
people,
People
that
of the
wasn't
world.
me. That
Well,
wasn't me,
the
man.
main, well, you're the queen. There's the difference, right? There's the servants, and then there's the queen.
Oh
Yes.
no, I'm not a queen. Come on. I'm just
There are
here.
some people though. There are some people that they
Yes.
enjoy fighting with people.
Yeah, it brings
They
them joy.
enjoy it. They won't
They love
admit it,
drama.
Yes.
but they love. Yeah, they love drama. They love
Yeah.
fighting. I don't have time for that. I just don't. And I try my best to try to squash it. Like I saw something today, and I was trying to be like, "Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to do this?" And they did it anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "This is what I'm saying. You keep continuing it, and it's a never-ending war. It's like the Clampets and the
Yeah.
whatever, the two
Hey,
Yeah.
southern people that keep fighting the things after
I love
300
that
years. They don't even know why they're
we
fighting.
can say one word though. We all know who someone's saying. Look at James' comment. We all know who that
yeah.
is,
Hey,
I
right?
wasn't even talking about
One
hey,
that.
Rick.
word.
I wasn't talking
Hey,
about that.
hey,
Somebody
hey,
else.
Rick.
It wasn't
Lesson
me.
block.
Exactly.
So but there's drama in the world right now. It's not just Haps. There's drama everywhere. And we're
Yes.
bombarded with it. Everything,
Yeah.
like even in my country, it's supposed to be civil and kind people, and nothing ever happens here. And we've got, still many truckers camped out in Ottawa,
Mm-hmm.
refusing to leave because they're fed up. So I think many people are empty. I think mental health is critical. I think many
Mm-hmm.
people have had the cheese fall off the cracker, including myself a couple broadcasts. And if you're on here too much, others have maybe had one too many puffs, or maybe one too many shots. You don't know.
And I haven't verified this, but from what I understand, since COVID, amongst teens and even kids, the
Yes.
suicide rate is higher than ever
Oh, it's through
before.
the roof.
Yeah.
Substance
Yeah.
abuse is through the roof. Divorce
And,
is higher than it's been in a long time. And
and
nobody
Michael,
can. Hmm.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
you
actually
go.
had culture shock. I actually had culture shock last night because I was watching the Maple Leafs play the Carolina Hurricanes,
Yes.
and they're playing at Maple Leaf Gardens, and of course, there's no people in the building, which I didn't know that Canada shut it down that much,
Yeah, nobody's
and
there.
so yeah, and so of course here, the arenas are full of people, and so
Right.
so even though you were talking about how Canada has approached this Omicron, I didn't know how far it went until last night, and
Well,
that
I
was
told
culture
you I
shock
was
for me.
watching the baseball game one day and I saw everybody no mask jumping around, and I thought, is this old footage? Because how can it be
Mhm.
so different here and yet completely different somewhere else? They're acting like nothing ever happened. It's the flu. I thought they may have been talking to Helga. We don't know. And I'm like, this is Helga's camp for sure. Party on Garth, and they did it. Now, I think there's a happy medium in between myself. I don't think the whole arena has to be empty.
Well, I will tell you this: that there's a game
You,
tonight in
you need to
Winnipeg,
touch
and
your
they
ears again, sir, and tap your heels because you're doing the crackly thing again. And just
and they're
and
allowing
just say no place like home. No place
and
like
they're allowing 25% people in the building in Winnipeg tonight.
that. See, and that's the way it should be. Because the players don't want to play for nobody. They don't. No, they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
No, it's not as fun. But we were talking about suicide, and it is. It's an opiate addictions all over the world. So we're not looking at the one cause. Okay, people are, yes, getting sick, being hospitalized. Even if you get the vaccine, even my own family members were like, "You mean I can get it?" I go, "Yes, you're not bulletproof. You still can get it." No, 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 you're wrong. I've got all three. And I go, "No. No, it's not like a force field.
No.
You know, it just bounces off." And the truth is, the people that are most at risk, if you look at the numbers, are those who are, what's the nice word of saying, compromised? health wise compromised. Most. Not all. Not all.
Have
But people never
comorbidities,
talked
right?
about how many people died
No,
from the flu. Go ahead.
the fancy word. The fancy word, comorbidities. They have
Yeah.
comorbidities. Did I say?
I honestly think the vaccines save people from going deep down the tunnel of doom. But you still get it.
Yeah.
You won't end up on a ventilator. That's my own theory. What do you think, Milton? I've had it. You've had it. Um,
Um,
you know.
I went to my former job yesterday, and there's a gentleman
Yes.
there. His name is Julius,
Are we talking
and
Walmart or?
no, I'm talking about the
No.
car
Okay.
dealership,
Okay.
and
Well, because you were going there every day, I was just thinking maybe you could be. You
I
were like
understand.
one of the greeters. Hi. How are you?
So he got COVID a year and a half ago, the original one,
Yeah.
and he has not regained his taste at all.
No.
And so for he's actually lost 30 pounds. He said because taste drives you to eat, and he actually has to make himself eat because for him there's
Yeah.
no taste at all. And of course, so you can look this up. I showed Tony D earlier on
Yeah.
Helga's broadcast that there are 1 million to 1,600,000 Americans who will never fully regain their smell and their taste.
Yes. I think there's probably 500,000 people who've watched Happs and never will regain, certain forms of respect for themselves after the banana incident that
Their
was on
sanity.
today. But it, it is it no, but it is. Listen, you can blame whatever you want. I'm not stirring anything. What are you doing there, brother? I'm stating the facts.
Okay.
Would you go on that broadcast?
Oh, Nancy said her daughter had it a year ago and still has not regained smell or taste.
No,
I didn't
no.
see the banana broadcast, so I'm thankful.
Well, you know what?
You ain't missing nothing.
Listen, you've got the replay here. You can watch it all day and
Don't,
all
Because
night if
there's
you want.
a lot to talk about it too,
don't,
Michael.
don't.
They're right here. James is right here. The only
Yeah.
reason I'm bringing him up is because
If
he
you
won't.
want,
He'll start eating bananas. Here, I'm going to bring him up. There you go. We'll ask him if he's offended. Here we go. James, and I'll just go in the background for a second, and then I'll rush and flush him. Here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, but
I'm telling you, if you have a banana in your mouth, I swear.
you're leaving. You're leaving. Yeah, there you go. But Helga, at least today you tried to do something with depth. God bless you. I was proud of you. That is a great broadcast that you tried to do today, which is good.
well, that is my intention each time when I go live.
Well, I
Agreed.
find if you go on Happs, you never know what you're going to get.
Well, I
You
can
can you
direct
can
it.
have a game plan before. I guarantee it's going to go sideways.
Well, that is the point of the host. You decide which way it
Hmm.
goes. If you don't want it to go sideways,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
say
but
it.
like the other day when we were in that broadcast, people were talking about Vanita. That broadcast was a beautiful broadcast that simultaneously also went toxic. There were two extremes in that. And you know what? Do you block every single person? No. At least I don't. How do you feel about that, guys? All of you. Would you block everyone in that broadcast if you were the moderator, I guess? Here's James. Here you go. I wish you well. I'm going to beam down here for a sec.
if just if just the thought of you irks me and bothers me and disturbs me just thinking about you, I'm probably gonna block you.
So what?
I think at this current time I have 10 people blocked, and that's it.
Kevin.
So what are we talking about?
Not
I
oh
think James is still background. I don't see him.
What? They're high in potassium.
I cannot.
I can't see you,
cannot.
James.
I see James enjoying his
I
banana.
What's wrong with
Uh,
bananas?
I can
be glad.
I can hear you, Michael, but I can't even see James.
Why are
Be,
people so
be,
offended
be
about
glad.
bananas? Why you get so
Be
triggered
glad.
about bananas? I don't understand.
It shouldn't take you that long to eat that dang banana.
James. James.
So, Michael, if you want me to tell them something, just let me know.
Oh, Milton. Is Michael in your head?
No, Michael had a question. I can't remember the question. We had to
Oh, what's the
answer the
question?
question.
What's the question?
Milton, can you help me out?
He was talking about blocking people, right?
Oh no,
Wait,
if you
isn't Michael
were
in one
in
of
a
your heads? So
broadcast,
can't Michael talk into one of your
if we
heads?
put the bananas in the piano.
James, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear everybody except Michael.
Okay, so Michael's the only one who can. I'm the only one right now who can hear Michael. I think.
Okay, right.
I
There's
don't
always
hear
one
you.
person.
Yeah.
So what does he want to know?
What do you want to know, Michael?
Shout out to Toby.
He asked you, is it good practice to eat food during a broadcast?
No, normally I don't like to eat on broadcast, but this was a funny bit that we did on Helen's broadcast, and you should check it out.
What about flossing on broadcast?
Oh,
Sorry,
I
Toby.
don't recommend flossing. No, so what was he asking? No, I missed it. I was actually
He was talking
Eating
about
a
blocking
banana.
people just before he left.
a black, but no, but why did he call me up here about?
Uh,
Oh, the broadcast before that you have to share also.
No, he wasn't talking about mine. He was talking about Helen's from last night or the night before. Because we didn't eat bananas in mine. We ate
No, the
them.
one with what's his name again? Bobby Shadow.
Bobby Shadow. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
on that one too.
I
It was
just saw
Helen,
one.
Bobby Shadow, myself, and Brian.
Oh,
You talking about
okay.
today, Helga, or the other day?
did
No,
you
this
hear
was the
that,
other day.
James?
This I can't hear. I can't
Then
hear
I
Michael.
saw a
James,
replay.
he just said we're talking about the one you did 2 minutes ago, you wiener. That was
Yeah,
his actual term.
Oh,
Oh,
just today.
yeah,
but we weren't
today.
eating bananas. I thought he was talking about bananas. We weren't
You
eating
were talking
bananas.
about bananas.
Oh, we were talking about bananas. So
It was the extension of the first broadcast from Helen, I think.
no, it wasn't.
Tony
That was
was
just
also in the broadcast.
yeah. Tony was in the broadcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So James, were you talking about Gwen
Tony was
Stefani's
the
song "Bananas" or what?
Tony was the comedic um, character in the broadcast.
He was the straight man
Um,
in more ways than one.
Michael,
Tony's
he
always the
just
straight
said
man. He plays the straight man
he
in
he,
every
s-
broadcast.
he he said that Tony was the straight man, the comedical person in the broadcast. So
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I'm going
No,
to drop down
let me
and
just
let
yeah. I just want to say
Michael come up.
I don't know what drama you guys are referring to because I didn't watch any drama. I hear and having fun. Bobby Shadow and I are having fun. If people still want to, have drama, that's on them. I'm not contributing to any of the drama. So if you guys think I'm contributing to drama, then I don't know what you're watching. What, Michael? So
Yeah.
what are you talking about, Michael? We
Well,
weren't eating
here's the no.
bananas.
Helga was upset. She thought I shouldn't talk about you if you're not in the broadcast. And I said, why don't we bring him up and see if I have permission to talk
She
about
was
him?
upset.
Well, she was questioning why I was talking about you because we had been discussing you should never talk about an individual that is not in the room. And I said, he is in the room. He's probably eating a banana. And he was.
I was.
Yeah.
which I'm glad I didn't get to see that because I couldn't see you, James, when you were doing that.
Well,
But
it's the way
neither
they
could I.
eat the banana. It's not the
I ate
banana.
it. I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it in the way that Bobby and Helen ate their
Yes.
bananas.
Yeah. So
No,
so
not
so
definitely
here's
not
the
like
thing.
Helen.
Rick said, if you come up eating a banana, I'm leaving. So he even stayed. So it
Yeah,
must
because I
have
did
not
it.
been
I
to the
did it
same degree.
tastefully, right? I ate that banana tastefully. You didn't see it. I kept my mouth closed when I was chewing.
I
I
love
wasn't like,
this. Michael, you are so polite in a very Canadian way. I try to be. I
Thank
really do. I try to be, Canadian. I try
Well,
to
well, well,
represent
no.
my
Can I ask?
family and
Can I ask what you guys were
well,
referring to when
well,
you guys you
is,
said you
isn't
said
that
there was
redundant?
drama?
Because
I
polite and Canadian are redundant.
I
So
think
Can I
Rick
can I
should
just say this?
I
Was the
think
drama
Rick
you guys
should
were referring to the people that want to go into chat still and mouth off nonsense to that's unrelated to what the broadcast is about? Is that what you were guys referring to?
No, well, first off, what was happening was someone had said that it's up to the moderator, which was Helga, to dictate what happens in the room. And I said, I'm not blocking every individual who I'm not happy with. And I think everybody grieves in a different way. And some people just don't have personal boundaries. We also have the land of the narcissistic, which we know, which is
Right.
fine. And I think three of us here have been probably very guilty of that at times. I don't know about the other individual, but individual.
But you know what? Which is
Vitamin and Vegemin.
un, but which is un,
Everybody,
what's
okay.
unfortunate for some individuals is that they feel the need to write
Mm-hmm.
nasty things in the chat about people that they don't know anything about, and I don't know what's
No,
going on
but
in their
that's
life.
adding
You know what
fuel
I
to
mean?
the flame.
But seriously,
But I
what's
want to
going on in
address
their
thing.
life?
Just hold for 1 second. I want to address what Rick said. Rick said, and I agree with it. If you talk about drama, you feed the drama, which in turn only makes more drama. I want to know what everybody thinks in the replay and everybody thinks in the comments. Is this what you believe? And I think the other thing you said, and if I'm wrong, some people just love to fight with other people. It
Yep,
lights them
Mm-hmm.
up.
so true.
And they're not happy unless they're at war with someone all the time. I have friends like that. If they're
Yep,
not completely pissed off at someone, wanting to rip their head off, their life is not complete or full.
right. It's true. That's why I don't bring up their names, and I'm gonna ignore them.
Yeah.
And ultimately, like even today in my chat with Bobby, just after 4 years,
Hmm.
there was a couple nasty people, one in particular, and I had to mute both of them in my broadcast
Yeah.
because of what they just they they have such a hard on for me that they can't not be in my broadcast when I'm
Yeah.
on, and just mouth off stuff. So
But
what
I
gets said
like
about
this
those
side
people,
of you. I like this side of you. When you're serious, you have a very spiritual side. I love that when you come in here, you try to be somewhat respectful.
So,
Yeah. Somewhat. Rick, can you elaborate, though, with what you were saying about drama draws more drama?
yeah, it's just if you keep talking about it, it's never going to end. Just like, first of all, if you have a personal problem with somebody, talk to them first. Don't come on freaking Happs and get a gang going of like, they said this about me. What do you think? That wasn't fair, right? Like, I will never understand the need to
Yeah.
defend yourself because I've never
right?
been that way. I've
Right.
never been that way. People have said the wickedest lies about me, and
Yeah.
I've never said a thing. And
I've
I'm like, you
I've
know
been in one of
what?
the broadcasts. I know what you're saying. I was
I
horrified.
mean, I'm talking about in my
Yeah.
personal life. People
Yeah.
have said the most
Yeah.
wicked, evil lies about me, and I've never defended myself. And I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, the people that know me know this is bullcrap. Second of all, in the end, it's going to come out that it was all a lie.
Yes.
And every time it has come out that it's been a lie. And then who looked stupid? Me? No, the
Hmm.
idiot that said it.
But then,
If
bottom
you
line is, who cares what they think and say? I don't care. Like,
but
who
if you
cares?
give people enough rope, they will
Who
hang
cares?
themselves. That's what I
Right.
believe.
True.
And
Yes.
and I've had
Especially
in
when
the
they go on a
past where people
broadcast for 5 hours by themselves, essentially, and hanging themselves. Just like, mm,
you're okay, but
unbelievable.
you're feeding the
Unbelievable.
beast.
Unbelievable.
You know what they
Which
call
which
that?
is
That feeding the
Did I
pain
say any
body.
names? Did I say any names? I didn't say any
which is
names.
in relation to what James just said. Is that you block a certain person and then they will just won't let it go.
I know. It's true. It's true.
Can I say another little tiny pet peeve I have?
It's the same thing. I just had to block my first block since I have not blocked since the parody broadcast. After that, I had to block this knucklehead from New York because he just has such a hard on for me. He can't just let it go like a certain rose. He just can't let it go. So he got quiet. I whispered him, and then ultimately,
So James, are you referring to Cuomo?
yeah,
Yes.
here's my
Well
other
done.
pet peeve, and James
Uh-huh.
actually just did it. James actually just
Uh-huh.
did it.
Yes.
Why do we have to describe people's icons or something? We all know who you're talking about. We all know who you're talking. Just say the freaking name. We
I
know
don't
who you're
want to.
talking about.
I don't want to say her name because she would get more, more attention that way. Hit
She's
her
she's
head.
seeing this. her informants, trust me, her informants, I swear to God, her informants will
All,
like-
tell her
they're like,
anytime
all two of
anybody
them?
talks about her.
I'll do
I'm
They're
telling
like,
you, they will tell her every time
Milton,
somebody
at
talks about her.
9:41
Milton,
p.m.
who are the
James
two?
said this.
Milton, who are the two informants? I'm curious because you say there's two. There used to be three, and unfortunately, she's not with us anymore.
Nancy.
I was no, and you don't even know what you're talking about in reference to that, and I would have.
I
to
know
talk to you privately about
Blazon
that.
knows who I'm talking about. He's just like it's just why it's what's his point? What's his end game? Like why? Why
Can
does
we address Nancy's
whatever.
comment, which I think is excellent? Not happy if they
Informants
aren't
or
feeling superior
minions.
to others. And
I like
that's so
that.
true in here. There's so much mind wrestling that goes on instead of trying to get to some, I don't know, happier place.
Yeah, why?
More positive.
If I can make up with Smoke and some other people, why
Yeah.
the hell can't anybody make up with anybody on this freaking podcast?
But none of us are that important.
I
This is the
know.
Mickey Mouse Club here. Come on,
Exactly.
guys.
We are the misfits.
And nothing
We're
against
Misfit
the Mickey
Island
Mouse
here
Club.
on Happs.
Disney was a was a master.
I know, right?
Walt, we love you. You know what I'm saying. It's not a big deal here. It just isn't. I don't consider myself. Listen, if you're 50, and I love what Edward said last night. He says, if you're our age and anybody's listening, you're doing something right.
Right.
He says,
Agreed.
by the time you're our age, they usually just dismiss you.
No, but all three of you on this broadcast, you're all from 3 different parts of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
We met each other only here on Happs. We may have been on Periscope
Yes.
before, but I didn't know any 3 of you on Periscope. I met you
Right.
all 3 here on Happs. I speak for myself. You can speak for them, but I generally like all 3 of you in all 3 different ways.
Yes.
Because you all 3 are very different. It's funny because we have one who is, Milton has his certain beliefs that I may disagree with, but I agree with a lot of stuff that Milton enjoys, and we have a lot of similarities that we enjoy.
Yeah. You got to get closer
Rick-
to the mic or turn your
Rick
mic up.
also has some beliefs that I may disagree with, but he also has some similarities and stuff that I enjoy about him and everything like this. And
Yes.
Michael the same way. And like, why? It just blows my mind. People like that I was talking about prior. That just feel the
Emmanuel,
need
thank
that
you for
they
being
don't-
here.
They don't want to have a good connection with people. They want to be that knucklehead in the comment, in the chat, and that's all they thrive on it. They want to be that chat troll, and they just
Yes.
want to sit there, and that's all they thrive on it. And that's fine if that's you, but I don't have time for people like that.
Right.
Which
Twitch,
me, my
thank
friend Rick-
you for watching the broadcast. Sweet Pea is with us via Twitch. We love her. The only thing I want to say about this room right now is I highly respect everyone here.
Ditto.
And I can't say that with every
Agreed.
broadcast I have.
Agreed.
I can't.
But I don't
Well,
let
you
up
know, because
people
me-
that I don't respect, though. I'm not going to let you up on my broadcast if I don't respect you.
Me and my good friend Rick Costa, we have beliefs 180 degrees apart from each other, but we talk privately. We're friends, and we have a camaraderie, and we joke with each other, and so that's what rational people do. But when
Yep.
you deal with unrational people, there's no dealing with that.
Exactly. And that's why I just said that about all 3 of you. What you just said is the same.
Is
thing with all
rational
3.
related to sanity, do you think, on Happs? Is there a thin line between unrational people and
No.
maybe not mentally stable?
Well, without insulting anybody, but it's hard to not insult anybody just opening up your mouth in this day and age we live in.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's obviously, like Rick says, just say it. There's a lot of mentally handicapped people here on Happs for all social media. Yes,
He just
there
did you
is.
there, by the way. You got your own mimic there. He just gave you the back end. Can we talk about
Just say
Joe
it.
Rogan? Can we talk about Joe Rogan? What's going on with him right now? And can each
Joe
of you
Rogan?
have?
Hey guys.
What do you do now?
What now?
Well, they took down 103 or 113. I think it's
Why are you taking down my
103
broadcast?
broadcasts because he used the N word in them.
Oh.
Was he? But when
And
he
they're
when,
old broadcasts.
yeah, but was he talking about? He was referring to what other people were saying. He wasn't
Right.
actually using the word,
Right.
just
He
like
was.
Joe Biden did in that trial thing when
Yes.
he was referring to the mayors. What he was saying.
Yeah.
But are they crucifying Joe Biden for that? No, the hypocrisy of it all. Whatever.
Well, no, I disagree with that. Joe Biden gets his ass roast every day on
No, no,
Fox.
no, no. Yeah, but that's one, but not the majority, because the
Right.
majority of the networks are liberal networks that run
Yeah.
the media.
Yeah. Well, listen, I haven't seen Donald Trump up until today, and he's, backing the truckers in Canada.
And he should, and we all should.
Okay. I,
Michael's face.
okay. And oh lordy, lordy. Rick, what do you think of this before he dives into the pool
Michael's
of
like,
deepness?
help me, Rick, please help me, Rick.
Yes, please help me. Help me.
Rogan, Trump, the truckers. Which thing? We just talked about several different things.
Rogan first, then the truckers, and why don't you just say the name? Let's start. Well, you can do it in a name.
Just say my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
Say my
This
name. Say my name.
Put a ring on it.
this
Okay, there you go.
this
Have
cancel
the
culture
last
that
bit
we
of
live in
banana.
right now, I hate it so
Cancel
bad. It's just
cancel
beyond
culture.
ridiculous.
That's what you. Yeah.
You could have said something on Twitter 12 years ago. Have a great
Yes.
job, and they found it, and now all of a sudden you're fired because of something you said 12 years
Right.
ago when you were
Yeah.
still immature, and now you're a totally different person.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Rick.
ridiculous.
Hey, Rick.
Yes, sir.
My best definition and explanation for that. Someone said those people are offense archaeologists.
Oh, I like that.
I
I
love
like
that
that.
term.
That's
But
good. I like
well,
Was
the
a
other
sneaky
term I
wise guy.
love is keyboard warriors, which we have on social media throughout
Oh, yeah.
the internet. You have all these incredibly brave, honorable souls who fight into the wee hours of the night. But if you were to ask the opinion face to face, they would probably go, "Would you like a coffee?
Yes.
Please don't beat me up."
Please, it wasn't me. I
Or
was hacked. I never said those things. I was hacked.
or do you want
Do you
or do you
dream
want
about
fries
this
with
woman,
that?
buddy?
What woman are you referring to?
The one that got hacked. There you go.
Or
could-
like
How
I said, do you want fries
How
with
dare
that?
you? How
Okay.
dare you?
Oh God.
Okay. I
I
miss the
see a
days when
lot.
you could mute the guest.
I see
missed
a
it.
lot of this. I see a
Yeah.
lot of this. Don't talk about me, but then they turn around and talk about everybody else. Don't
Right.
tell me what to do, but they tell everybody else
Everybody
what
else
to do.
what to do. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, but
or
it-
the
yeah.
hashtags in their broadcast. Hashtag no drama.
Well, my
But
favorite
that
thing.
broadcast is all about drama.
I want to turn a corner here just slightly, but it's a good point with what we're saying. Your children do what you do. They don't do what you say. And there is a lot
A
of
better
that
way
on
of saying
here.
it is your children watch what you do. They don't
Yes.
listen to what you say.
Yes, but they act out exactly what you do. They mimic you, and even into life. So we have on this platform some ginormous narcissists, huge, where they love the sound of their voice, can
Rick.
be on for ever, not caring if they ever have a guest, and are incredibly okay with just going on, or don't let you have a word in edgewise ever. Stop making fun of the guests.
Sorry.
So sorry, so sorry. Us Canadians, we're so sorry. So
Or
sorry.
like some people, it's like, and this drives me insane.
Hmm.
They literally cannot stop talking about themselves and their experience and what they've gone through when the topic of the broadcast is about somebody else. For example,
Right.
Vanita died, and so we want to talk
Yes.
about her and uplift her and remember her and have good positive things to say about her.
Yeah.
Well, we can't hear about her because we're hearing all about this other person's life and everything they've been through. Well, that's great, but that's not
Yeah.
what we're here for right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, though, the only station in their mind is me, me, me.
Hmm?
That's it. They have one station, one track that goes to the train, and that's a lonely life.
and I don't even
Yeah.
realize if they realize that they're doing it. I'm not
At
sure.
some level,
But
Well,
I think they don't.
that's the
Yeah.
mental
well,
health piece that we were
James,
talking about.
James, really fast.
Why
Carmen
is
said this
everything really
once, and
fast? Why do you always say that? We're no
well,
rush
because
here.
Nobody has to go. Excuse me.
okay,
I don't
because
mean to interrupt, but really fast, James.
Really
Go
Michael,
ahead,
fast,
James.
really
Michael,
fast.
Michael, Michael,
No, no,
Michael.
no, no.
Um,
Did you see what I did today?
No, you got to do like
Hit
this,
him with
Carmen
the
Michael.
different
said,
finger. There it is. There it is. There it
uh,
is.
Carmen said, those who scream the loudest need the most help. And so
True.
I think that goes into
Oh,
mental
that's
illness in
you know
reference
what?
to what you're
But
referring to.
Yes,
that's so true.
yes,
It's very true.
yes,
Very
Yeah.
yes. Well, there's a lot
Mm.
that need help. All of us do
Yes.
from time to time. Every single
Agreed.
human being throughout the course of their life is going to have moments where they are suffering beyond, recognition and to the point where they're not stable. Every human being, if you push them hard enough, long enough, they will crack. Even the strongest person will do it. And a lot of us put faces up here that aren't real. Like if you meet me in real life, pretty much the same guy. And if you know anybody that
He's
knows
really
me,
a young woman. I've
oh,
seen him.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, yes,
Who eats
thank you.
bananas?
Yeah.
Yes, on Bobby Shadow's broadcast. Thank you.
By the bundle.
Where did we go wrong with you, buddy?
Let me bring up an analogy or an example.
Sure.
If you go from job to job
Oh,
to
yeah.
job to job and you keep getting fired
Yes.
over and over and
Or
over
you
again
quit, over and over
and
again.
have the audacity to say, well, that company is a jerk and they treated me wrong.
Yeah.
Baby, if you keep getting fired from every job, the problem is you.
Yeah, but relationships too. If you can't do
Yes, what I'm
relationships,
saying.
you either
That's what
have
I'm saying.
really terrible taste, right? And you're repeating patterns maybe and I have friends like this. They were raised in alcoholic families, abusive families, and who are they with?
Mhm.
Abusive alcoholics because that's what
Right.
they know.
But but also narcissists. Nothing's ever their fault. They're always the victim. And so the thing is so
Mhm.
say they go through like 3 different marriages. It's always their partner's fault and never their fault.
Yeah,
So
Big with
say
that.
so say even if the partner cheated, yeah, that's something that they did, but
Mhm.
you could have done something that led to that. And I'm not saying the cheating's right. I'm just saying that in a relationship, it takes 2 to tango many times.
Yes. Okay, I want to read a couple of these comments, if you don't mind. I had a neighbor who loved to roast me on social media, but refused my invite to talk it out face to face.
Keyboard warrior.
Right. I love Helga. Who could that be? Holy cow.
Who
Don't make
could
it
it
all about
be
you.
now?
And they wonder why they're alone. That should be a shirt,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
No, but Rick's right about the job thing because I've had to hire people a bunch of times, and going into interviews, when you look at their history, and it's
Mhm.
always a red flag when you see multiple jobs being held in less than 6 months or less than a year in length, and you
Yeah.
wonder why are you moving around
Well, it
so
could be
much?
substance abuse too, right?
Or whatever it could be, but it's something.
Yeah.
There's some issue going
Yeah.
on there, you know.
So sometimes people are
But
wonderful people to work with, but they don't show up to work because they're hungover all the time.
Well, they
That
always say
happens too.
90% of your job is just showing up on time.
And
but
having
James,
go ahead.
there's also other scenarios because in the last 10 years, I've probably had about 10 jobs that I was at about 2 or 3 months of each one because I don't have to work. And so when
Yeah,
I'm
but
at
that's
those
different,
jobs,
right? But that's different because you're later on in
yes,
your year and you're picking
yeah,
and choosing. So that's
Yeah.
that's kind of that's the exception to the rule in that respect.
The other
Yeah.
exception is
exactly.
sometimes you have people that leapfrog in their career and all they're looking for is to get to the next level as fast as they can, like a
Right.
game. And I've seen that where people become highly successful.
And they
But
don't mind
usually
burning
end up
bridges.
sometimes not.
Right.
Sometimes people are okay with them ascending to another level. I'm liking this conversation, guys. Thank you, Rick. I hope you're comfortable with everything we've been talking about, and you seem to be able to go toe to toe with someone named James. Um, and it's funny, the true Banana Man is here as well.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
I
Yeah,
miss
and
his
I,
brother, Mr. Plantain, though. Where'd he go?
He found a new way to live,
He
Did you
found a
hear?
new
a
way.
Did you
new
hear about
code.
that? Did you hear about that jerk Iron Chariot guy? He was
Oh
such a
my
jerk. He was
God.
Who
criticizing
was that?
Milton,
Yeah.
and
Who
I
was
got so
that?
ticked off. I was literally almost. I was this close to blocking him,
Yeah.
and then
But you know
somebody
what,
spilled
Rick?
the beans of who it
Rick,
really
you,
was, and I was like,
Rick,
"Oh!"
Mm.
Rick,
I
you cracked me
literally,
up.
my finger was on the block button, Milton, and then Toby
Rick, you
said that. I was
cracked
like,
me up though.
"Oh,
So Rick
uh,
cracked
I
me
feel
because
like
of
I'm
that
missing
well,
incident.
something
well,
here.
well,
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
so
well,
that
Michael,
was
you
his.
don't know this.
No.
Yeah, tell him.
It was my troll account. That was my
Yeah.
troll account, Iron Chariots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
and I was
Milton
bashing
came
Milton.
on and was
Yeah.
completely bashing himself to the point where
Yeah.
Rick was getting infuriated.
Yeah.
Right?
And did you know?
No, he didn't know.
I didn't know." I was getting
He
pissed
didn't know.
off.
He
I was
didn't
like, "That's
know.
my friend. You don't be talking about my friend
Milton
like that."
Milton the next day outs himself on a broadcast.
Yeah. When you get mad, you sound like Geraldine. Do you know who Geraldine is?
Oh
Flip
my
Wilson?
god.
Yeah. Yeah. So I need to end this if you don't mind, but this has been fun.
Yeah,
And
and can I just
we
say bottom line really fast on your topic?
you can, how about this? I'll give you each of you 3 to 4 minutes to do bottom up,
I don't
bottom
need that. I
sideways.
don't even need that.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to put a timer on though, Alexa? Can I
Yeah,
put a
let's do
timer?
that. Anybody got a timer? He's got 3 minutes. Go for it. Yeah.
I only need 30 seconds.
This feels like a flashback.
That's what he said.
I know. Ooh, yeah. You ain't no lover. You're a
that's
3-minute brother.
Hold on.
Okay,
Can I
keep
present
going.
this?
Yeah.
Can I present some animals on screen, or am I not allowed that feature yet?
Huh? Is it a
And
Shiba Inu?
no nude art. No
Coming
nude art.
soon to the guest soon, right, Haps? They said we can present soon. I saw it. I looked it up.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I still can't wait till we can do
I-
our intros. I want to do a cool intro for our profile.
bet you do.
Of course, you're already a minute and a half into your 2 minutes, but go, James.
Yeah.
Did you already start the clock?
He's
without
warming
telling
up.
me?
He's warming up. It takes him 5 minutes to warm up.
Oh my God! What did Rick eat? Look at him. He's turning purple. He's
Yeah.
like on Willy Wonka. He ate the.
I think the stuff
blue
you're
and
shoveling, he can't
purple
digest it fast enough.
gumbo
It's
monks.
affecting his blood pressure. Go ahead.
No, I
Maybe
just
I need
want
to eat a
because
banana.
I don't know when I came on into the
Should we chart
conversation
the 3 minutes now?
All right, when I came on to the conversation and Helga was on and she said she did a broadcast, something
Okay.
related to some drama or some blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, whatever that was. And my just rebuttal again to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking all the people who want to contribute to the drama in the chat, or
Mm-hmm.
why do you feel the need to do that? You don't even know most of the people that you have an issue with. Why do you feel the need? Ask yourself that. Why? Like Michael said earlier in a broadcast today, he said, before you type something or say something, why don't you think about it? Guess
Yeah,
what?
be mindful.
Our mothers and fathers told us that when we were children.
Yeah.
Our grandparents told us that. And I don't know
Yeah.
any children here on Happs.
Yeah.
I
You know
have yet to
another
see some
another
children on
rule
Happs.
that's good, buddy, that for everyone should do? If you can't say it to their face, don't say it.
Exactly.
If you can't say it in person and they're right beside you, don't say it.
Exactly.
If you're in the
Exactly.
heat of the moment and you're pissed off, don't say it. Get off the
Exactly.
goddamn broadcast. Leave.
I love
'Cause you're-
everybody. I hate nobody, but I don't like everybody. And I'm here to have fun. And if you want to enjoy and have fun with me, you're more than welcome. If you want to be a troll and be negative, then just exit yourself, or eventually I'm going to exit you for yourself. But
Helga says, I know them all. Didn't type anything. Not too sure what that means. Can someone give me clarity on that? I don't know what that means. Sorry, Helga, I don't fully understand. I can guess. I love this. Nancy says, in a booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark. Geraldine. Okay, Milton, do you want to give us your Closing
Yes,
thought. It can be on anything you want. Go, and you've got 3 minutes.
I
Milton
believe we
bananas,
need to
everybody.
extend great. I think we need to extend grace because even though we make mistakes, if we come to each other and apologize, I think that we should accept that because we're friends. Not that you forget what they did. That's not that. I just think that extending grace toward people is a very good thing. But at the same time, there are certain people you just can't get along with, and so those are people you don't want in your world, and so that should be fine and that should be appreciated amongst this community. But at the same time, we're humans and we're flawed, and there's going to be things that we all do that's wrong.
Mhm.
And when we do things that are wrong, extending grace toward that person because they're better than what they said goes a far way.
Absolutely.
Milton, I just want to add something to that, if that's okay. I think a real friend, if they see that you're off course, will say to you, "Look, that's not cool. Don't do that." And not on air. Not on air. And that's one of the principles that James talks about. DM them, call them, whatever. Have we've had our share of conversations on Facebook.
No, Instagram. I'm not on Facebook and I never will be.
I do not do Facebook. Okay.
I don't like you.
Who
No Facebook
owns
for me.
Facebook?
That's
Who owns Instagram,
that
my friend?
Mark Suckerhead. Mark
And-
Suckerbooger.
So indirectly,
real
when
f-
you're on Instagram, you are on Facebook, buddy.
I know, but
and really fast.
I know. You're right, though. You're right.
Okay, we're doing the
Really
really
fast.
fast. Can we
Really
do really
fast.
slow?
I keep tagging you on Instagram and you've never responded, Michael Bathurst. But go ahead, sorry.
It's like watching the Bionic Man.
It's like the
again.
Matrix.
Yeah.
It's like the Matrix.
Yes, exactly.
Go really slow.
Hey, Getty. How's Getty's back, by the way?
Oh my.
My name is Milton.
How's Getty's back? Wasn't Getty like hurt?
Okay, we got that
He's
out of
taking
our
medication for it. So
system. I think we're all going to need medication after this. Okay. All right.
Kevin has all the good drugs. Just saying.
No, just mushrooms. Okay,
And
so
Pena. Don't forget Pena.
Oh, Pena.
Oh,
Oh, and
you're
Josh.
You
Don't
are
forget Josh.
you are funny, Rick.
Josh, dude.
Okay.
and Blaze.
Behave, both of you. Behave. Okay, so we'll finish off with Rick. All right. So Rick,
Rush and Flush.
your
Oh my
final
gosh.
thoughts, buddy. What's going on here?
Now, is it rush and flush?
Hey,
or
hey,
Oh,
you
let's
say
not
rush
do
and
that.
Hey,
Just I
flush?
want you to do your point. Just I gotta bring
Michael-
him up as soon as you're done. Go. Just hold on.
I still
James.
hear him in the background, let you know.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Do we all make mistakes?
Yes.
Do you like it when somebody broadcasts your mistakes?
If they're constructive, sometimes I'd rather them say it to my face.
Yes. Why do people feel the need to go on a broadcast and say so and so did this and so did that, whether it had anything
Yeah.
to do with them or not?
Right.
And I'm like, who died and made you God? Like, you're not my judge. What are you doing? Like, and I don't appreciate anybody pointing out my faults. Just like I don't want to hear about your faults, because guess
Right.
what? I'm not perfect. And I am
No.
well aware that I'm not perfect. I'm striving to be better and better every day. But to come on here and broadcast so and so said this, and yes, they say they skirt around it and say like it was such and such a person without saying the name, whatever. Like,
Why does
come
that
on,
bother you?
guys.
Why does that bother you?
Because we know who you're talking about. Why don't you just say it?
Okay. So do you think
Everybody
it's
knows.
do you think it's cowardly to do it that way, or is it just disrespectful?
I don't know what the motivation behind that is.
Yeah.
Unless you're
I
new
used to get in
Happs-
trouble for saying people's names because I'm the kind of person I'll say it to your face. Like I won't hesitate to tell you what I think.
Hmm.
I won't, but I'm not
I
going to
mean,
go for your throat either, though.
if
I'm
you're
going
not
to
going to say
try.
their name, then maybe you shouldn't say
Milton
the
wants to say
statement.
something. Go, Milton. Go. What do you want to
Go,
say?
Milton.
Uh,
Go,
Go,
Milton.
Milton.
It's your birthday.
Rick,
And as
really
slow as
fast, you
possible.
said who?
Really
You
quick.
said who
Really
died
quick.
and made you God. Who died and made you God? I say who died and made you Michael Bathurst. But anyway, go ahead.
I would rather be Moses. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, let's be less judgy, and
Yeah.
like Milton said, have more grace for each other, because
Yes.
we're all gonna say stupid stuff sometimes. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
offend you. I'm gonna offend you sometimes. I don't mean
Yeah.
to. I never want to, but it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. So if you want me to forgive you for the stupid stuff you do, then maybe you should forgive me for the stupid stuff I do.
Hey, Rick, real fast.
Stop it.
Can we do gratitude before we go? Is that all right?
I am grateful that James does not have a banana in his mouth right now. Oh, seriously? Seriously? Oh my God.
Be careful what you wish for, Rick. You just might get it.
What is there a sale of bananas in Illinois? Come on.
I think you manifested that, Rick. I think
shut my mouth.
we're kind of like the kid who puts his hand in the fan and goes, "Wow, that hurts."
Ooh, it hurts
Name
so
it and
good
claim
though.
it.
Every time we bring James up, we expect different behaviors, but we get the same.
Do you want to play the game? How many
definition of
bananas
insanity.
does James have in his house?
Yes. Or how about in his pants?
Hey, Rick.
There you go.
Hey, Rick, you named it and
No, that's
claimed
Tony
it, my friend.
D.
I guess I did.
Sadie,
Thanks, Kenneth
thank you
Copeland.
for being
What's
here.
up,
You're
Sadie?
missing nothing. You're missing nothing.
Sadie.
Absolutely nothing, Sadie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So are we done? Is anybody want to promote themselves? Let's do
This
that.
broadcast is brought to you by Potassium.
And Milton Banana.
Okay.
Yes.
I
exactly.
can you please promote yourself, Rick? Because I know the wonderful work you do every day, and I love your broadcast, and I love your crusade that you're
And
doing.
we're glad you got your singing voice back, Rick.
Oh, well, thank you so much,
Yes.
sir. Appreciate it. So I broadcast every day. Been doing this for over 6 years. Never missed a day. I'm proud of that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's incredible.
Yeah, weekdays generally at 6, weekends late at
Mhm.
night. Basically, it's kind of like a church service, but it's every day instead of just on Sundays, and it's for
Yes.
people that believe like me. And if you don't believe like me, and maybe you may or may not get some out of it, but that's what I do.
Please tell us what you believe. Briefly.
Thank you,
You know.
Sadie.
I believe that. I see him eating those hearts. He's got to eat something. If it's not a banana, it's a freaking
Thank
heart.
you, Sadie. We
Gosh.
appreciate you
I
so
love
much.
eating, Rick.
Which,
Don't you know that?
Rick, really fast. I love when
Especially
I
when
come
I'm
on
in
your
bed.
broadcast and you go, it's Milton, my favorite atheist. So go ahead, Rick.
And I
That
definitely
just sounds
think
so wrong. It's so funny.
I definitely think I am not the typical pastor / Christian, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much religion, especially in America, in this country. And I'm like,
Yes.
if you just take the Bible and read it for face value and forget about religion, you're not going to
Mhm.
have the same beliefs. I have beliefs that if my own pastor knew about it, he'd be like, wait, you believe that? I'm like, yeah, because this is what this says. So I don't care about religion. I don't give a crap about what anybody's church says. I read the thing for myself. That's what happened to me in the
Mhm.
first place. I was Roman Catholic. I started reading this book, and it says, call no man father. Well, wait a minute. Don't we call the priest father so-and-so? Like right there, that started my journey of, wait a minute. I'm not an idiot. This says this, and yet this is what we're doing. So that just started me on my journey of reading it, forgetting about anybody else's religions or thoughts, and just read it for myself. And that's how I came up with what I believe now, which again may be very different from a lot of people. And maybe that's why people like me, because I'm not the super judgy person. I'm not sitting here saying, you dirty rotten sinner, you're going to hell. Like, what? Why
Right.
would
Because
you
you're
do that?
authentic, and when you speak and it doesn't matter if we believe exactly the way you believe. You come across very authentic, and I think that's your likability. And I
Yeah.
think that's most people's likability is when they're genuine. Nobody wants to be around
Let me
somebody
tell
who's
you a
fake.
secret. Let me
Ooh,
tell
do
you a
tell,
I
do
secret.
watched
tell.
that. It's a good show. Go.
Let me tell you a secret.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna believe the same thing.
True,
Nobody.
Yes.
true.
So get over yourself.
That's right. Rick Koss, everybody.
Rick Castle. Thank you, buddy. All right. Take care. Bye. All right. He's gone. Milton, do you want to promote your show before you go?
My only thing I have to promote is my cooking broadcast, and it's
Yes.
grown.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
And
what has
people
grown?
like to watch this.
Oh, you're cooking. My bad.
People like to watch a fool dancing on a big deck, cooking food, and having wrestling wiener dogs. And so, I'm glad
What's
that
the
when people
phrase
come,
sideways, Michael? What?
it makes me feel good. So,
I bet it
my
makes.
dig, my big
I
deck
bet it
makes me feel
does.
good. Yes.
Can you give me
Yes.
another banana? I need another banana. It's my turn.
All right. Well,
I'm
here's
sorry,
to
is it my turn?
feeling good. Here's to big decks and wiener dogs. Thank you, buddy, for being with us today.
Milton,
All right.
everybody. Milton.
Well, we barely got through this, buddy. So, this is my co-host with the most right here, who is the biggest shit disturber in the universe, but we love him.
You know what? I learned from the best. Just saying.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Well, we did compare ladles, and yours was bigger than mine. Just saying.
Jesus. So I would really like to know what you guys think of the quality of this, not broadcast. It was a broadcast of this microphone. Please do not tell us what you think. You can actually between 1 and 5.
What?
What do you give this
or my
broadcast out of
microphone?
1 out of 5?
Which microphone are we critiquing?
Right now we're doing the Marantz microphone.
Oh, so let's do a full critique. So the romance, remance, what is that? And how much does that microphone go for retail?
Well, I got it for
Canadian.
$40
$40?
on sale.
That seems pretty low.
It's good. It's usually
Now,
80.
Does that come with the stand or the arm?
No.
So
My love,
Just the microphone.
I'll never
can play
find
at
the
that.
words, my love.
My love.
So I'm just giving a little feeling of the singing
No, that
for
sounds
it.
good. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
So, inquiring minds want to know how many
Rick
microphones?
wants to know: are you measuring microphones? Well,
Rick,
the
we always
quality.
measure microphones. That's what Instagram's all about. It's about measuring microphones. But how
Okay,
many
so-
microphones do you own, Michael?
I think about 6 now.
I was going to say 5. So, okay, 6.
I think, yeah, and I think I have a couple at work, but life goes on. Can you please promote yourself and what you do with the wonderful fitness show in the morning?
No, my fitness has gone a little bit pause.
Yeah, because you hurt
of
yourself, right?
Yeah, because I tore my quad. I mean, my
Okay.
calf. I tore my calf.
Now, what will
quite painful.
recovery time be on that? About a month?
I don't know. Hopefully a little.
Is it painful? It's not
Very
good,
painful. Very painful. It was probably the shortest
And how did you do it?
workout I
Because you
ever did.
didn't warm up? Is it because you
No,
didn't
you
warm up
know-
properly?
So this was Saturday,
Yes.
and the Wednesday prior to Saturday, I
Tweaked it.
slipped on the ice and I
Ah.
extended it, but I didn't think it was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And then so I did somewhat warm up, but whatever. And then I hopped. It was actually,
Yeah.
it's on my one hour broadcast. I was streaming it, and I was on one foot, and I hopped up and twisted it and came down all my weight, and I heard it go, and I was just like,
Oh, you heard it pop. You heard it pop, right?
ooh, yeah,
I've
it
heard
was
that.
painful.
It's almost like a crackle where
Yeah,
you feel it.
was-
I don't know
yeah.
if you hear it and you feel it. It's a
And then
strange
it
thing.
started swelling up
Yikes.
immediately, and I ended
Milton
that
says,
broadcast
"Hey, really
fast.
quick. Hey, really quick. How many bananas did James eat today?"
Ooh,
Well, if you
wouldn't you
were
like
to
to
guess,
know, Milton?
if you were to guess, anybody in the replay,
Wait,
please put the
on or
number.
off camera? On or off camera?
How about the combination?
Ooh, the combo. We'll have the combo number too.
All right. So when will we see you back
No,
broadcasting?
but what I want to do is, I I want to maybe start doing some just upper body workouts and maybe
Yes.
things like that. Um, but also, I had somebody reach out to me today
Mm-hmm.
and say that they would like me to help them with workout or whatever, blah blah blah.
Yay.
I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah, find out
Um,
first. Find out first, and
but
then
but I'm
yeah.
gonna
But you've helped people like
I've
Mel.
had yeah I have
Mel always thanks
I
you.
have
You
I
know,
love Mel. I love Mel.
Mel's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
But that
I'm
might
gonna
be a
let.
good way to since this person is, slower. It might be a good way for me to do it too, since I'm kind of handicapped, so to speak, right now. You know.
You be good. I'm
You
gonna
too,
head out
Michael.
with.
Hey, Michael, what are you doing
Mm-hmm.
right after this? Do you want to do a quick IG?
What
You got
does that
time for a
mean?
quick Instagram?
Oh, IG, like IGA, like the drugstore up at the corner
Yeah,
here.
a quick after party private Instagram, just you and me, Michael. Just
Yes.
you and me, Michael. You got 5 minutes?
I've got 10 for you, my friend. Oh,
Ooh,
that
let's do
doesn't sound
10.
right either.
Ooh,
Okay,
let's
bye.
do 10.
Holy mackerel. All right. How's everybody doing? We're going to play a couple of tunes here because we always play a little bit of music. I want to thank our guest today. We had Rick Costa. I love you, man. You are a pillar of this community. You stand for the principles of Christ, and I love what you do. And I love your passion and dedication that you have daily to do what you do. Milton, really quickly, I think you're my brother from another mother. And James, he calls me the pot stirrer. He is the king of the stir, for sure. He might also be the true banana man. All right, so let's see what the sound quality's like with this. Let's give this a whirl. Hopefully this works. We'll give it a whirl. Sounds pretty good to me. We're trying a few new things. All right, I'll see you in a bit. All right, Helga, thank you for your support earlier today. I would still be on that broadcast and no one would have heard me because I didn't have my microphone on. And Helga always brings a source of light and love and deep healing. For those who are not following Helga, follow her right now. And when you can, and you step out of bounds, always be willing to get back on the field and right your wrong. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You are appreciated. James, I will try to connect with you on Instagram. Okay, brother? Cool. Help. Oh, yeah. Let the healing begin. Open healing. Here on Happs. Thank you so much for being here. Let the healing begin. Let the healing begin. Oh, yes, let the healing begin here on this wonderful format, this lovely platform where souls across the universe meet up and have respectful dialogue, conversation each and every day here on Happs. Show gratitude for this divine gift called life. And yes, my friends, you are loved. The one, the only, the man with a plan, all over the world, shining light, being a divine beacon of hope, the one and only Edward. Edward.
What's up, Michael?
How are you, sir?
Man, it's the best day of my life, sir.
I would agree.
Just
I would have to agree with that. Best day of your life.
it is, man. The one I have, the one I can control.
Yes. So where are
So
you today, sir? What's going on?
I'm in Inglewood, California right now. I'm getting ready to wrap up. I just finished doing
Yes.
my little broadcast I just did on brand, how to
Oh,
brand
good.
yourself. So
Yeah.
I used a little bit of the top. I used the words and different
Yes.
things like that. So if you get a chance to go back and
Oh, I'll
critique it,
definitely. Yeah, promote it. Promote it right now. Show
yeah,
us.
yeah, just critique me. Let me know. For some reason, I can't see the comments and see. It's pretty amazing back there, learning how to
Mm-hmm.
use the background and stuff. But it is what it is.
You're learning. We got Tony D with us in the house,
Yes,
and we
definitely. Hey,
have
Tony.
the ever present, ever wonderful Edward here, shining light here on Haps for you and
Hello,
educating you when he can.
hello, Sadie. Hello.
Yes. We were
Well, yeah.
talking earlier. I would love to go over this landscape with you just for a moment. We talked earlier today about it's okay to have different beliefs, but as long as we're respectful of each other and the space that we carry, right? And I was
Of course.
wondering how you deal with individuals in your life that maybe don't necessarily believe what you believe, but you still have the ability to show them respect.
Um, I will just show you versus me trying to explain to you. It's easier to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I learned something a long time ago,
Yes.
and I think this right here spells it out very
Okay.
well. This is a commandment that I have to do, regardless of what I think
Yes.
is, from the scripture. And there's no, what I say, there's no, there's no, there's no substitute for this.
Okay.
If possible, as far as it depends on you, that's me,
That's
live
right.
at peace with everyone.
Ah. Hmm.
So whether someone believes the way I believe, I have to endeavor. See, and it says this: when you hear the word, what they call it again, when they're trying to track you on the internet, or they find it all these things. It's called algorithm. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Auth-
Yeah. You're.
Authorism. So
Yeah.
you're the author of it. So if none
Mm-hmm.
of us go on, they can't get any algorithms because there's nobody on there. So they're tracking everybody, but everyone is the initiator of it, or the starter of it, or the author of it. So that's called
Yes.
algorithm. So if it is what it says, if possible, as far as it depends on you, that's me,
Yeah.
live at peace with all everyone. And it says if possible. I've learned a long time ago that sometimes because people uh, may not like what I personally believe,
Right.
even though I would encourage them, I add value to them, I help them, I give them anything that they need in life, because I am also taught to love my enemy, to uh, care for those who are hungry and different than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be at peace with everyone. So my 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 belief system is commands me to be something that I never look down on a creation, because I believe that God created all things and God created everyone. Who am I to say that the creation cannot be the creation?
Right.
Whether I agree with that or not, I'm gonna be at peace with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in clarity over agreement. As long as we
Yeah.
both clear, I understand you believe this, I believe this, we're clear, but we're at peace.
I think we're all divine perfection. We
I
really
agree.
are. And I
Well,
think we're all trying each day to live an authentic life. And for you and I, we live to serve.
yes.
What
And
gets us going and keeps the fuel in the tank, the emotional tank, is knowing that we can help others and maybe each day inspire a couple or ease the load of the suffering of someone else. And just give them hope. And that's what this broadcast was about. That's why I brought you up. Hope and healing.
yes. Well, you remember back in the day, you didn't even like the word. Hey, how
I
you doing? All about
I
Jesus,
don't.
Mary.
Yeah, I still don't like it. But
Yeah,
I
but
but I'm
remember
trying. But I'm trying.
but remember what hope is, though.
Yes.
Hope hope is hope is vision.
Yeah.
When you see something you can't see, but you hope for better days. You just hope.
Visualization. Yeah.
Yes. So hope for me to see, there's eyesight,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also another realm that you and I cannot currently see. So
Right.
if I say to you, cell phone, well, this phone operates, and I could talk to you. Exactly, it's like faith. I could talk to you, but this has no wires to it. So, but it operates. There, have faith. There you go. So when you think of that, to me, that's what hope is. when I talk about the word belief system, belief is one side. What's the system that we actually using? That's to me the antenna that you have to use in order to get into another realm.
Yeah.
Okay, so hope for some people, that's the other realm. They got to be hopeful, Michael. And I know that's
Yes.
hard for some people, but they got to be hopeful because you know what? I believe that people will see better days,
Yes.
but they have to change the current system that they may be in.
They also have to have movement.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
See,
change in system.
fluidity is so important if you're going for your goals. And I'm not talking big leaps, but point the ship where you want it to go.
Yes,
Don't randomly be floating in the ocean just hoping you'll end up somewhere nice. You have to have a bit of a plan.
yeah,
And you also have to be okay with setbacks. And failure is just knowing that, okay, that pathway maybe doesn't work,
yes,
but
of
maybe
course.
this one will. And so many great innovators have failed thousands of times, and they never let that discourage them. They kept moving forward.
I agree. I look at it from I use two
Hmm.
P's every day. I'm
Yeah.
either protecting or I'm practicing.
Okay. I want to discuss Joe Rogan again because I love your opinion. He recently had to bring down 103 different broadcasts from the past that he used the N word, and they forced him to take them down. And a lot of times he was, I think, paraphrasing what someone else had said, but that now is unacceptable in the current cancel culture. How do you feel about that? Should he take those down?
Well, one second, Mary. I do pray for you, Father. I thank you for Mary. I ask you that you help her a lung injection, the blockage. I ask you that you open up that blockage, and thank you, Father, that every doctor, every nurse, all those involved with Mary's condition and helping
Mm-hmm.
that environment become the best environment for healing. I ask that in Jesus' name, Amen. Uh, this is what I say, Michael. This is probably not for people because for me, uh, the word itself, I never adopt a word because it's not who I am. So I'm not
Right.
concerned about it. But it is a word in the human vocabulary that is being talked about every day in songs. When did
Right.
we decide that the word, any word, for me, I know what I can say and what I will
Yes.
not say. I choose
Okay.
that. Again,
What you're
I'm
comfortable
going to,
saying. You're saying.
huh? That's what
What
I'm
you're
saying.
comfortable saying. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
and and
Mm-hmm.
for content's sake, context. You got to always look
Yeah.
at context.
Yes.
To my knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
this was a set because I mean, like you said, sometimes he has 2 3 hour sessions.
Oh
There's
yeah. You're
discussion.
gonna
Yeah,
say stupid stuff.
yeah, but
And
I think that when you look at context, and I'm always looking at context, I
yeah.
don't protect anyone in the sense of, hey, you take the risk, you do what you do, but at the same time, did I listen to any of the 100 that were taken down? I never heard them. So I wouldn't know. It wouldn't matter to me. I've never heard any of the 100 he took down. I actually, I listen to him sometime when he has
Yes.
guests that I like, but other
Yeah.
than that, I,
Who are
he,
some of the guests that
yeah,
you've liked in the past? Do you remember?
yeah. Well, he interviewed what's the guy, the other guy, the other interviewer, very big interviewer.
Howard Stern,
No, 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 not Howard Stern. That's funny.
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck, yes.
Okay. See, I was
Uh,
trying to go on your wheelhouse there.
yeah, yeah. So that's one, but you also have uh Mark Levin. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
some of the people that I know in the past that he interviewed. The doctor
Yes.
he just had on. Okay,
Yeah. I
I'm
love
not
when he
gonna.
has doctors on. Love it.
Yes, I'm not going to mention the doctor's name because I don't want anybody to get in trouble. But
Yeah.
I, so for me, you know, doctors are in a medical practice.
Yeah.
And if someone is saying to you that I'm practicing something, I think it's
Yeah.
important that we allow them to practice. Um, I tend to think that sometimes we want to pigeonhole people. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Captain Rip. I think we want to pigeonhole people, or we want people to be a certain way.
Right.
Listen, there's nine. There's what 8.7 billion people on the planet.
Uh-huh.
Today, every one of them are going to have an event. Which event do I make big or bad? I can't do anything about it. People make the choice they make based on their understanding.
Yeah.
And for me to go out and say, I learned, man. I have so many channels in my house. I don't
You
watch them all.
you know that the media though, okay, a certain media wants him off. He's way too powerful. Now, if he was preaching their anthems, they would be all for him. And the N-word and all this other stuff would just be buried. But this is really political, not
Of course.
necessarily, and they're going to keep digging repeatedly. So I heard Spotify offered him 100 million to get out of the contract.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't
And
know.
then, what's funny? Several other platforms are like, "We'll take you on. We'll give you 100 million over 4 years."
Yes, I know
And
because
we will not censor you, and we will not tell you what you can put up. So, and that's what I think he misses the most. But even YouTube takes people down all the time. Certain broadcasts,
well,
sorry.
yes, yeah. Well, you and I both know right now, like you
Hmm.
said, when is there going to be a committee that cancels the committee that cancel people?
Right. Yeah, we got people playing God.
No,
The
I'm just
moral,
saying.
yeah, but they're the moral police, right?
Yeah,
And you know what? Here's the thing: 12 years
I
ago,
don't know what that is, Captain Rehab. I
12
don't know.
years ago, when I was first on social media, I was horrified daily by the stuff that was on air. It used to sicken me, the stuff that was said. And I was pretty open minded. And you know me, it would take a lot to rattle me. And they used to have, and I've said this before in the past, they'd have these kind of like rants where people come on, swear, say every name you should never say, racial slurs, you name it, everything you should never say, call women things they should never be called. And that was cool. And it got millions and millions and millions of views. And I thought, this platform is not for this. This is ridiculous. Like, you know what? If you want to do that, go do that at the local bar if they'll let you do it. Late at night when with the music on loud with your buddies. But don't broadcast that where millions of people can see it. But I
I
think
agree.
they're just looking for a needle in a haystack, and what they did was they took where he said that word 103 times and made a video out of it. Do you know how
Yeah,
much
but it's
work
out
that
of
would
con-
have been?
it's not. I know, but it's out of context, so it's okay. I listen. I'm a
Do,
very
do, do,
context.
you, do you remember when they did that with our dear friend? Um, I used to call him Cheeto Head, Donald. Donald,
Yeah,
well, he's all for the truckers right now. He's backing them. But I remember they had this anthem where it was China, 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 and they took it every time. And then they had another one was I am the greatest, I am the best, we have the best, because he always said we have the best people. He constantly was his own cheerleader, which I think is fine to a degree. Rogan's not like that. He's basically the first person to say, "Look, I'm a guy who likes to interview interesting people. I smoke a lot of dope. I get high on my broadcast. We do these broadcasts for 3 hours, and stuff gets said." There was a reason why Elon Musk's, Tesla stock went down when he was smoking dope. That shows you how powerful his platform is because millions of people, would you say 11 million people
11 million.
watching?
Yeah,
Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's a that's
Oprah at
that's a
her
country.
peak was
That's a
36 million
country.
people a day.
Yeah, that's a
Oprah
country.
yeah, Oprah was 36 million when she was at the top of her game. I don't know what that would have been 10 years ago, maybe 12
Yeah,
years ago. Yeah, you and I get
yeah,
12 people.
yeah. Well, you know what I say. You know what I
What do you
say.
say? What do you say, my friend?
I believe that the influence that we have
Yes.
under the roof that we live in is much more powerful.
Yeah. Do you know what I love is that if I pass tomorrow or you pass tomorrow, you know, I don't want that to happen, nor am I trying to will it. Our family our friends will have little mementos of who we are, little sound bites, energy signatures of what Edward, and even more fun when you and I are together.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've already had that conversation, my wife and I. I've already had in my mind
Mm-hmm.
my wife's funeral and my
Yes.
funeral. My children, I let them know that one day I'm gonna be. And the reason why I want them to take the sting out of something. And
Mm-hmm.
when you write your own eulogy and you have your own service, you did
Yes.
realize I've already done it, so it's
Yes.
not something I have to be concerned about.
Yes.
So I'm about living. I'm
Mm-hmm.
about trying to do the best I can to become the better me.
Yes.
You know, I heard John Maxwell say one time, uh, if you're not good, no brand can help you.
That's so true.
So
That's
no
so
matter
true.
what brand you're trying to build, if you yourself is not good, so
Yeah.
you get good, and then
Yeah.
any brand will be
Yeah.
able to contain you. But if you're not good, and I think that sometimes, and I say this on the other side of the coin, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people like that. Why do we have G, PG, R, triple X, horror, thriller, drama?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because people like all these different things.
Right.
That
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but aren't all these codes
Yeah.
saying to you and me, if you want to enter, enter. If you don't,
Yeah.
don't. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty simple.
The
I mean, if you,
reason, you know, Howard Stern is one of the highest paid people in the world
yeah,
for his
okay,
show on Sirius Radio. The
yeah,
reason he went on Sirius Radio basically was he kept getting fined
yes,
constantly. So
mhm,
they went, okay, we've got to find a platform where people are willing to pay to see you, and we will not censor you.
yep,
And I think with our friend Joe Rogan here, he may end up in that same blanket
you may.
with
But
someone.
you know what? My wife, she's a brilliant person.
Yeah,
There's a market for everything,
there is.
and
There is.
unfortunately, you're trying to. There's a group, and I don't know who they are, but
Yeah.
it's a committee of people that's not wanting people to hear certain things. I don't know what's the goal, who they're trying to protect, and what's
Yes.
going on. Because at the end of the day, what I consume in my brand is my
Yeah.
responsibility.
Right.
No one outside.
But you're also representing, and you're very aware of this. You're also representing your children, your family, your
Yes,
business,
of
your
course.
future clients. And people on Happs don't seem to get that the internet, what you're doing on here is forever. Like there was
Yeah,
some, foolery that was on today on Bobby Shadow's broadcast, which was playful in that. But I don't want to be blanketed in a broadcast like that.
yeah.
That
I
that
don't know. You
that
know,
is not.
I practice loyalty to the absent, right?
Yes, which
Because
is smart.
yeah,
Which is
because
smart. Yeah.
I, I don't, and I don't care. People can talk about me all day
Hmm.
because I have nothing to hide. I am who
Yeah.
I am, and
I'm
every day,
always grateful though to have you on my broadcast. I'm always grateful to be on your broadcast.
yes.
I don't go on many people's broadcasts. I
Oh, I
don't know if
know.
you know that,
I know. I see.
and I sporadically do it
Yep. Well,
um,
the
because
biggest thing is this.
I can't dictate the foolery.
Yeah. Well, for me, I always try to bring it back to the center.
Hmm.
Okay. To me, when you center things, and I know it's pretty interesting, and I know when you and I have a conversation, I'm thinking a lot of times you and I have lived two entirely different types of lives,
Yes,
but yet we're at peace with each other in conversation.
yes,
This
but
is the part.
there's
Okay.
respect. You got to have.
Yes, yes, but at the same time, one person asked me, says, how could you be involved with people that don't think like you, talk like you? That I
Hmm.
says, well, let me ask you a question. Why would I not? Why would I not?
Yeah,
What?
you're trying to broaden your horizons.
Yes, but why would I not? Why? If I'm gonna go, to
Mm-hmm.
the Acropolis in in Israel and climb up there, or go to the pyramids in Egypt, or go to the Greek islands, am I not also exploring things that I would have never done on my own? So
Right.
when I talk to different types of people, I look at them in whatever choices they've made. I
Mm-hmm.
learn. Like I said, you either practicing every day or you protecting yourself.
Right.
Practice or protecting.
Yeah. Well, and the problem is on this format is many people defend their egos.
I don't know.
And your ego, right, is this uh, is a beast that is never fully fed.
Yeah. Well, I say this. I think if you know me, my personal brand
Hmm.
is a biblical worldview.
Yeah, well, you live by the principles that are in the Bible,
Yep.
and that is your structure, foundation, box, but whatever you want to call it. That's where you feel your avenue that you feel happiest and most fulfilled walking down each and every day.
Every
All
day.
right, buddy. Do the gratitude and no, just tell us what you're grateful for. Promote yourself, and then we'll call it a day.
No, again, I'm grateful for this platform. I'm grateful for the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to meet people of all walks of life. I would have never met you. Two things I
Yes.
say: if there
Yep.
wasn't this situation over the last 24 months, most of
Agreed.
us would not have been here. But
No.
for most of us wouldn't been on the internet. But for
No.
this is to me, this is the outcome of a situation that
Yes.
none of us predicted. But we're
I
all
think
here
it's
now.
divinely inspired, though,
Yes.
or
Yeah. No, without
divinely
question.
executed.
Hmm.
I don't think there is a randomness to this. I think you and I, there was probably a few angels involved that
Yeah.
made this happen initially. I think there was also at the beginning some friction, but you know what? I think sometimes with friction, you make fire.
Yeah, well, I always say I don't know what friction you're talking about because I don't know what it was. But
I know.
if that was
Yeah.
I, whatever it was, please forgive me because
I
charge
don't
it
know
to
what I
my
do.
charge it to
Please
my
forgive
my
me.
head.
I can't
Yeah,
help
charge it to
loving
my
you.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah,
Charge it to
okay.
my
I
head,
think
not
we
my
got a
heart.
song there, brother. All right.
Charge it to my head, not my heart. But this is what I say: my
Mhm.
most grateful thing is to know that every day I can be present every day in people's lives when they're hurting
Yes.
the most. When they're hurting the most.
Yes. Oh,
Uh,
and they need that. They need a
yes.
foundation to rebuild their lives because everything around them is crumbled.
Yes, the first step back to normalcy.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it when there's someone loses a child or they lose their, their beloved and they're in their 30s.
That's the
Like what
hardest
what
one.
what happened with Finita? To me, she was 60 years old, but she didn't look 60. She seemed to me very vibrant and spunky. So you just, to me, that was an immense reminder of what you do and how very precious this moment is. Like you said, being present,
Yeah,
being aware, reading the
I'm
room.
grateful. I'm grateful, Micah. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared,
Yes.
but I have a whole lot of life to live.
All right. Are we done? We good?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Until we
Thank you for
meet
the invite.
again.
Till we meet again. Enjoy your evening, sir.
All right. All right. Always a pleasure talking to Edward. Edward's, I think, one of the bright lights here on Happs, if you ask me. All right. One song, and that'll be it, my friends. God bless everyone. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Edward. You are appreciated. Smooth jazz here on Happs. Let your light shine. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and continue to shine your light in the darkest places, knowing that on some level we are all interconnected. Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Helga. Thank you, James. Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Rick. Thank you to all the people who support this ministry of craziness. Thank you, Captain Rehab. And until we meet again,